Right then, hello and welcome back to Grimsby to Glory. This is episode number 32 and I can feel it today is going to be a good episode. If it's not, well, it's going to be my fault, isn't it? I probably jinxed it. Oh, and guys, if you're new around here, please do consider subscribing. It would be great to have you along for the whole ride. Right, to the calendar. We like to start this way. It makes it easier for everyone watching. We are going to play Coventry. Tough game. Coventry are a good team. We're going to play Morecambe in the Leeson.com trophy. I want to run in it this year. And it's going to be a run with the youth as well because I'm trusting some of them. Then we're going to sim Bradford because I just don't like Bradford that much. We played them loads of times when we had them in League 2. Lincoln is a derby, we will be playing that. And Blackpool is always a hard game and one we've notoriously lost quite a lot against. They're one of my bogey teams, I've got a few of them. So we'll be playing that one as well to end off the episode. And of course, right now we're in August, we're in transfer window time and we've got deadline day on the same day as Morecambe. So we'll play Morecambe, then do deadline day. I'm going to try and bring in someone on these 2 days and then maybe someone on this day. I'm trying to get Dunn's scout report back as quick as I can. But for now, there's no point wasting any more time. Let's get into this Coventry game. Let's start with a win and get everything moving quite well. Pretty normal team for Grimsby then. As usual when we're playing Coventry. Well, I say as usual, just as usual in general. I don't know what I'm saying. Look, Right, so we've gone with the normal front three now. Hughes, Thomas, Oliveira, Tilly, Benson, Clifton. The only change, of course, is that Charles Cook's not in there because he's injured. So there's nothing I can do about that. Normal back four. And McKellen in the sticks. Let's get into this game. Right, then the Rico Arena. Of course, this isn't the real Rico Arena, but it's the Rico Arena in real life. We've got to get a win. We have 5 league games so far, 4 points, and and 3 of those 4 points were a win in a simmed game against Shrewsbury. That's a good ball out wide to Castanier. Yeah, Castanier. Now he goes into Allen. He's been held up by Pollock, but he's now gone past him, and the ball's gone in. I don't know who that is, but it's going to be 1-0 down. As is, well, not expected at this stage, but is normal. Bakayoko gets their goal. We're 1-0 down after 7 minutes. We're going to have to pull another one back. Well, this isn't unfamiliar, is it? We're pretty used to this. Hopefully this time we can actually do something right. Get someone like Thomas on the ball, someone like Oliveira get somewhere, and grab ourselves some goals. Thomas has got in front of pass there from that ball from Wood. But now he's just going to have to actually pick out a man. On the edge. Clifton, one touch, hit that, quick! Yes, and it's 2-1. No, what am I on about? It's 1-1. We have finally scored. It's good to get the goal back. Hopefully we can push on now. We don't need to see your face that much, Clifton. But we will read your name though. As I was saying, hopefully we can push on now. Get ourselves some more goals. And get ourselves a win for once. Thomas now turns. Is Oliveira going to make enough of a run? No. Yes. There it is for him. Oh, and he's in. Well weighted by Thomas. Oliveira, go on, finish it. Oh, what a stop that is. That's come off his foot. Here's Fossey then deciding he's going to play right wing instead of playing right back because Mason Hughes was playing right back for a little bit. Here's an assist for Fossey. Surely, oh, Oliveira, how have you not put that in the goal? Right, this is just before added time. Let's go back to a bit of this. Bit of the short corners. There's Clifton. Clip it over. There's Fossey. I mean, he's miles offside. There's half time. So that didn't work at all. But it's been alright. We clawed our way back into the game and now we're on top if you ask me. So we should be able to get a win here. Start the second half. Oliveira to Tilly, who's been absolutely non-existent in all the games we've played really. Tilly, he's had nothing to do. So I'm excited for Charles Cook to come back at some point. But we'll move forward. Clifton. Back into Tilly. Go on then, bud. Prove me wrong. Have a strike. Oh, that was nearly it. That was nearly it. Oh, what a ball by Tilly out to Fossey. Is he going to pick anyone out? I've seen Tilly. Can he take a touch and strike it? Oh, another great save from the keeper. Oh, it's not even gone out. Never mind. Tilly's had a better start to the second half. Oh, Pollock, how have you lost the ball in the middle there? How has that gone in the goal, McKellen? That's so poor from you. Pollock, that's poor. You didn't clear it even though I pressed clear. And then McKellen, I don't know, man. Something's got to happen there. Bakayoko with a double then. Going in 20 minutes left. We still are going to have to come back to score again. Good win by Clifton. Come on now. Let's get this back in the box. Quite well. Good turn. Touch. Strike. Oh, great save. The keeper's had an unreal game. Oh, we've only got a minute left, lads. We're going to lose again. This has been a terrible, terrible start. Emerson will at least get that away, but there's not long enough left, I don't think. No, there's the full-time whistle. We couldn't get the ball back off them. So frustrating, really. Oh well, we're going to move into the Morecambe game. See how that goes. Okay, well, another defeat isn't great. We're not going to lie to you, lads. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to my transfer hub and we're going to make a signing at the goalkeeper position. So, I had this thought, you guys have got back to me, and I swear, these lads are not bad, but they're all actually quite good. Joe Walsh is someone, I'll show you the comment now, and he's caught me just in time as I'm recording this. It's Gary, and he is my top scout. Everyone needs a Gary in their life, so I'm going to trust the man, right? I've got all these other keepers that I was thinking, I'm going to trust him. I'm going to go with Joe Walsh. We are going to approach... No! Damn it. Okay, we can't. So we can't use him because he's recently moved. So, instead, we will still trust in Gary and we will go with Cameron Gregory. I'm actually going to just loan initially until I can get Walsh next season because I like the look of him so much. So I'm going to try and loan Cameron Gregory. They're not interested in doing it. This is so frustrating. I just need a third keeper. That's all I need is a third keeper. Right, let's try and loan in one of the other lads then. Maybe Ben Hamer. We'll try him, maybe? No. How about Jason Steele? He's so good, but... Yes, right, finally. Someone trying to let me get a loanee. I just want someone to loan. I just need a keeper. He won't start. McKeown will start, but he may start in the cup games if I get him. Ah, look, they're sticking to 50-50. Look, I need him. Right, he's in. He's in. I don't care. I'm only doing the loan. I'm going to get Joe Walsh next year, and that is a promise. And we've got Steele for a year. He's really high rated, so it'll be good for sim games and stuff. Right, Jason Steele, provided he accepts it, of course, will hopefully be a Grimsby player. Okay, so while we wait for Steele to get back to us, and for Charles Cooks, hopefully his report to come back, and hopefully we can do deadline day after this. Although I have a funny feeling Steele will reject it. I'll be so mad if he does. If he does, you know what? I'll probably go and scout a keeper instead, and we'll wait for that because I just can't. But we're going with, I think, a completely different 11 to what we went with against Coventry, because the lads were quite poor, to be honest. But anyway, I'm starting Rose left wing and Rose centre back because I vowed to make Rose centre back a great player, and he's alongside Waterfall. Garmston and Hendry are back in, Vernham's back in as well, all these lads are back in. Had to go with the 4-4-2 because Charles Cook, although he is on the bench, is still not fit to start for a 4-3-3. So let's see how this goes. So this year, yes, the league is the main important thing, but I would still like to go through in the Leasing.com trophy. I tried last year, it didn't really work. Hopefully we can do it this year. These lads are League 2, so they're in the league below us now. Surely we can grab ourselves a win here. Here's Rose then. So I'm thinking, for the defenders, so like Rose there, if he keeps a clean sheet, if he keeps not one clean sheet, maybe let's say 5 clean sheets, because a goal is a lot harder to keep than a 5 clean sheet. So he's on no clean sheets as of now. If he gets 5, we shall change his look. And he's, well, I say he started the move because Lana's here now. Can he just lay it off quick? Yes, to Hewitt, strike it. Great finish into the bottom corner. All stems from Danny Rose with the ball at the back, and me trying to mess around while I talk to you and think at the same time. But we've scored a goal and we've gone 1-0 up. Hopefully we can push on. Let's do this. We need a win, lads. We need a win. Come on. It's a good ball out wide to Slews. Knocked it very well in for Cranston. Can Waterfall get a block in? No, but Battersby will make a good save. Oh, Garmston's played the ball right into danger there and Leachsmith's intercepted. It's gone to Wheeldig, but Waterfall cuts it well. Rose to start a move. Into Garmston, who could do with having a better game so far. His passing's been off. But that pass is pretty good into Lana, who gives it into Bogle. Takes a side step off the post. Couldn't get the word sidestep out there, but that was very close to flying into the top corner. Literally 30 seconds left. We'll give the ball to our goal scorer so far. Hewitt there to end the half. Nearly got a second through Bogle. Not been much else to report really, but hopefully this is a win and it will kickstart our league campaign as well if we can get it. Right, Jack Lana to Bogle. We'll start it off. Out to Vernham. Not seen much of him in this game so far. Hopefully he's got a bit more now that he's on this side. Hewitt with the ball now. Who has he got on as an option? No one. He's been tackled from behind. I think that would be a foul if you ask me, but we're going to carry on. Omar Bogle with the ball, trying to make himself a bit of space. Get past a few defenders. He has. Hewitt's coming through. Yes! Oh, what a stop. Bogle into Lana. He can get round the defender. Yes, he can. Can he go back to Bogle here? We can. Can Bogle finish? Yes, he can! Brilliant stuff from Grimsby. Literally, that one was between Bogle and Lana. And we're 2-0 up. And that should be us into the next round of the Leasing.com trophy. Oh, we needed that second goal for the security of the thing. I feel like we probably will win now. I hope we do. If we lose, I'm going to look like a right idiot. Bogle cuts inside. He plays Hessenthaler. He's going to play Lana. He's going to take a touch and strike it. Oh, and it's 3, nearly straight from the restart. 62 minutes, and we have gone 3-0 up. Jack Lana gets another goal. That's game over. No way Morecambe are coming back from that now. Grimsby 3, Morecambe 0. We're in the next round. Blocked by the wall from across like that. Mad. Oh, here's the ball in Kenyon. Or was it Wildig? Now it's Kenyon. He gives it to Waterfall though, that's good. But here they come again with Slew. Can Hendry get on him? Oh, that's a tackle from behind. That could be a red card, you know. That could be a red card. Got away with it there, just a yellow. Couple of minutes left then. Going to make 2 subs. I'm going to bring on Charles Cook for his return from injury, and I'm going to bring on Richardson as well. Burnham and Bow were going off. We've gone back to the 4-3-3. Rose plays Charles Cook. Charles Cook takes a couple of touches away. Oh, he has a strike. We'll take the free kick. Right, apparently Hessenhall is our best free kick taker on the pitch then, so we're going to give it to him. Let's hope this goes in. Oh my god, it's gone in. Oh my god. I wasn't even concentrating because I put it in the wrong place. But Hessenhall has just scored our first free kick of this save. Unreal. Right in the top corner as well. We're going to see a replay because I want to see this properly. Look at that. It hits the bar and the post and drops in. Unreal. And that's 4-0. That is the game definitely done now. Free kick well won by Regan Charles Cook on his return. That's it now. There's pretty much nothing left. There it is. I can't believe we scored a free kick, and I can't believe it's Hessenhall who's been so poor. You won't have seen all of it, but he gave away the ball so many times, and then he goes and scores a free kick. I can't believe it. But a 4-0 win, our first played win of the season. Let's kick that on in the league now, but first is deadline day. Right then, into deadline day, and finally, something that's gone right. We have got Jason Steele in on our 1-year loan deal, and now we've got Charles Dunn's report. So let's see what his rating is. It's a 67. Let me go to the list and let's see. Okay, so here we are then. Now we're looking at him here. His strength's quite good. His defence is good. I'm just looking at him as opposed to Hendry, and his physicals just aren't as good. And I know that I was looking to improve Edmondson as in get someone better, but no one on my shortlist is any better. And I think Charles Dunn would be a better experience and better backup. And then when playing with him physically, I think he would be better. So we're going to go for Charles Dunn. Let's see what we can do. For us, realistically, if you look at our budget there, this isn't much. This isn't going to cost us a load. So I'm actually going to start off with. Normally I would lowball it, but I'm going to start and I'm going to go above and see what they say. Easy as you like. And I knew that would work. Let's get this done early on. Oh, and he'll go for rotation. That's something I really like to see now that he's sitting down with us. I love it when they bring in rotation. Rotation, 3 years, no release clause. It's all sounding good to me so far. We just need to see if he's going to come with a wage offer. And he is, which is his exact wage right now. 21 grand signing bonus. Sign him up. And so now we have 2 new signings in today. Jason Steele being one. He will be back up to McKeown, really. I'm going to play McKeown, but McKeown gets injured or whatever. Jason Steele, he's a good option at 70 rated, to be fair, isn't he? And then, of course, our new number 5 is Charles Dunn. Can play centre-back, can play left-back. I'm hoping to try him out soon. I have still got Rose, who is on 1 clean sheet. We've got to remember that. He's on 1 clean sheet at 5. Same with Mitchell. They'll get new boots and a new look. So 1 so far for him, none for Mitchell. He didn't play that last game. But back to Charles Dunn. I will say as well, must mention, he's another Gary suggestion. Thank you, Gary, for that suggestion. I do appreciate it. Now, into the rest of deadline day. If anything happens, I will show you. It probably won't, so I may see you. I don't know yet, but I may see you at the next game. Look, I told you nothing was going to happen. Rest of deadline day. I did my dealings. I got Charles Dunn in. I got Jason Steele in, so we're all happy. So we shall sim this Bradford game. Steele is going to start, as is Dunn. They're the 2 new signings. They're coming in. Then I've gone with my second choice team. I've gone 4-4-2. You can't tell there really, I suppose. But I've got Brandon Rose on the bench, the centre back as well. And I've got Richardson on the bench as well. Hopefully the lads can do themselves a bit of justice. We could really do with the points. It's big for this one. We really could do with the points. Draw's not good enough. And that's an injury to Bogle. Just as I was getting used to the 4-4-2. Right, that's okay. Let's move on. Let's get into the Lincoln Derby with our strongest 11 possible. Right, it's the Lincolnshire Derby day, and I just wanted to say before, as we go through into this little bit, training's up for grabs this time. There'll be another poll, it'll be in the description. Please vote on it. I'm going to say, I want some youth in it if you could, please. So, Brandon Rose especially, I think I'm going to say he is a definite to be trained, and I'm not going to move on that one. The rest is up to you guys. So we've got Hughes, Thomas, Oliveira, Pollock, you know, loads of people to be training. So I'll give you the vote as usual. I've not forgotten about it this time, so at least the training will start and hopefully that'll pick us up in form. But we need a win today. I've gone with the strongest 11. Charles Cook is back, so we're back with the 4-4-3. We need this, especially in this derby. This is huge then. Huge game at Blundell Park. I don't know if you saw, but our manager rating was in the red, which is obviously never a good sign. So, let's start well. Let's not concede like we did against Coventry. Let's score early like we have done in the past at some point. I can't think of a time right now. Giving the ball away does not help, lads. Fossey then, into Clifton in the middle. There's a lot of men behind the ball for Lincoln, but that's a good turn by Oliveira. Charles Cook's pulled off. Oh, terrible. We're struggling with all the men they've got behind the ball, I will say that. And they come down the wing again. Mason Hughes has gone out well, but it's still managed to get across. Pollock cuts it out though. Mason Hughes can't win his strength battle. Cortez back to Anderson. Wood's got to get a block in here. Or a tackle. He hasn't done either. Hopper has scored. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. We've gone 1-0 down again. Everything seems to go in for them. Come on, lads. We've got to get better than this. Melbourne then down the wing up against Fossey. Turns him quite well into Grant. Edmondson comes out and does brilliantly. Plays the ball into Charles Cook. He plays it to Benson. Please. Yes, there's Hughes. On his run. Let's get this. Let's get this now. Few touches. Have a strike. Yes, Mason Hughes back this season with his first goal. Brings us level against Lincoln in the derby. That means a lot to me, that does. Let's get this win, lads. Come on. Good speed, good finish from Mason Hughes. He will go far. Does need some more training, though, if we are going to go up this year. Although, as the start says, we maybe won't. Benson then. Thomas now is out wide in the space that Mason Hughes was. Who's in more space at the back post? Why has he run over it? Why won't it lock on when you do that? That was a great pass. That's probably it now, is it? There's the whistle. Yes, it is. 1-1 at half-time. We can do it. There's been some promising signs from us. So I think if we can just keep it going, keep up the momentum, we'll get ourselves a win. Although I feel like I say the exact same thing every half-time, and then it all goes to absolute pot in the second half. So who knows what's really going to happen. I hope we can get a win. I seem to be wrong most of the time, but we've got to get this. It's a derby game. Come on, we've got to do it. Hopper then, straight away for them, number 11. Edmondson comes to him and wins it well. That's very good. That's how we scored our first. So let's play Thomas then on the wing. Yes, Charles Cook's in. He's onside, I'm sure of it. Yes, he is. Couple of touches. Finish it. Yes, we're 2-1 up. Come on. Come on. Charles Cook on his return to first team action from the start. Straight away in the second half. We go into the lead. Oh, I think I'd overrun it. I was panicking. Was I going to pass to Oliveira? Was I not? I'm so thankful Charles Cook scored that. So thankful. Clifton then. We're on one here. If we can get the ball through to Oliveira. Who's he got up against him? Who is this? I don't know. But if we can turn him, which we can. Oliveira, take a strike. There's 3. Yes, lads. Absolutely brilliant. Esteban Oliveira grabs a third. That's 3-1 in the derby. Is it too early to say we're going to win now? I think it might be, because I know me and I know what happens when I play FIFA and I get a bit cocky and stuff and I may concede another. But at least we've got a 2-goal insurance lead now. Edmondson then gives it to Oliveira. He just manages to hold on to it for Benson to play Charles Cook through. Has he got the pace? Can we make it 4 and absolutely embarrass our local rivals? No, that's a good save. Here they got with Eden then. What's he got? He's got Anderson out wide. Wood can't get a block in. Pollock doesn't get there anywhere near it. Edmondson can't get there and it's 3-2. I told you it was going to happen. We were going to concede again. I just really hope we can hold on. Please let me hold on. Made a switch as well. Rose for Hughes, who's tired, and Benson for Hewitt, who Benson's not played well. 10 minutes, lads. All we've got to do, I'll just hold the ball. We'll just keep it for 10 minutes if we have to. But I just really need this win. Rose with his pace then beats his man, Lewis. Inside. Clips one over. Oliveira's not going to get there. Rose, can he win there? Ball knocked down. Yes, to Hewitt. Strikes it into the defender, but we'll get a pen from it. I wasn't even commentating properly, but we'll take the penalty. We know who's on these. It's Esteban Oliveira. We haven't scored one in a while, I don't think. So one in now would be brilliant. Lovely penalty into the bottom corner. 4-2. I'm going to say it now. There's the win. Bit of an exciting derby game then. I don't know if there'll be any more excitement, but I hope you've enjoyed this one. Sounds like we're ending the episode. We're not. Trust me, there's another game to go. As we come to the end of added time then, they're going forward, but they're not going to threaten. Not enough to get 2 anyway. Definitely not. Rose takes a touch on that. There's the final whistle. A great win in the league, our first win playing in the league and against our local rivals Lincoln City. 4-2 win. I love it. I'm really buzzing for the next game now. Let's go. After finally getting a good win and a 4-2 against Lincoln, local rivals, as I've said like 7 times by now, we're going to go into the Blackpool game, a team I've always struggled against. I haven't changed too much of the team, I've just given Fossey a go, and you know what, everyone needs a break, and maybe McKeown needs a break, so I've given Steele a go in the goals as well. That's the only changes I've made, because we did concede 2, so maybe Steele will help with that. Let's get into this. If we can get anything out of this now, I'm going to say not even a win, anything, I'll be very happy. Here we are then at the seaside, that is Blackpool. If you just imagine it, you can see the tower there in the distance behind this graphic. Right, it's time for the business now, and that is getting ourselves to win. Let's do it. No need for talking around absolute rambles, which I'm still doing anyway. We need a win, lads. Come on. Rose to go away. Spearing making a terrible challenge already. And Rose is down injured. Typical that from an ex-Liverpool. He picks out Clifton. I was silent for a bit there, but I was focusing. So Charles Cook to finish it. How has he not scored? Absolutely fuming. Right, we'll call it short. It's going to go to Oliveira. Up against a man. Good little few side steps. Takes a few touches. Ref, surely a pen. How is that not a penalty? Into Pollock. Back into Oliveira. This time, strike it. Yes, bottom corner. Esteban Oliveira. Remember the name. When I'm in the Champions League final, this lad's scoring definitely. 10 minutes in. 1-0 up. Let's go. That's just the start we needed. Just the start we needed. Although Rose's injury isn't great, I hope he can run it off. But a goal is definitely just what we need to perk us up a little bit. Rose, who is still injured, over to Wood. Can Wood lift that just to Charles Cook? No. Oh, that's a good ball over to Hardy there. Not sure who played it, but he's dragged Pollock all the way out. But Fossey knocks it down. What a block then by Edmondson. Unbelievable. Cleared by Steele. Surely that's a red card. Terrible tackle from Spearing there. He's injured one of our players. Is he going to injure another? No, but is he going to get sent off at least? Yes, he is. You love to see it. Jay Spearing gone. There's a bank of 4, of course, but we've got Clifton who's got a bit of room, so he'll strike it. Oh, good save. There it is. 1-0 up, but they're down to 10 men. We can do this. I've got a feeling about it. This could be the turning point, lads. We need to capitalise on the fact that they're down a man. We really need to go and get ourselves a second and kill this game off early, so there's no worries. Hardy down the line. Pollock's not going to get there first, but he does get a block in. Can Clifton win that header? He can. It goes down to Charles Cook. That's good. Kai can breeze past Benson there. And to be fair to Blackpool, they've made it hard for us to score. They haven't had much themselves going forward, but they've made it hard for us to score. And we're making it even harder for ourselves here if Wood's just going to give them the ball back like that. Kai again. Please don't. I'm begging you. He's offside, surely. Steele makes the save. Boateng coming forward, plays a good ball behind Fossey for McDonald. Wood, you need to win it. Well done. Mason Hughes, you could do with winning that, you haven't. Kaikai's their danger man. Hughes gets it out though. Well done. Here they come with Boateng. We have literally, I don't think, had a shot this second half. But they haven't really had anything either. And with what, 4 minutes to go? I'm nervous, I will say that, because we could do with this win. But they haven't tested us too much, but we haven't tested them either. Fossey down to Thomas. This is probably the most space we've had all second half. That's a terrible pass from Thomas though. This is surely their last chance to go forward. Kai. They brought him on at half time and he was their best player. Benson's dived in, but it's made him go backwards and it's made us get the win. I love it. A 1-0 win away at Blackpool. So a team I've had real trouble against in the past, definitely. The red card helped, I'm not going to lie, but that's Jay Spearing's fault for being silly and getting himself sent off early on. Great win. Let's check where we've finally moved now in the table. Injury news then looks like Akeem Rose is out for 3 weeks. I mean, that's going to give Toby Richardson a chance, isn't it? In the second games if I play a second team. But that was all I had to show you just before we go on to everyone's favourite segment. And I know it now. You can stop telling me. I know you love it. Yeah, it's player of the episode. And this week it may surprise you. And I think it's just because I've decided that it needs to be someone different for once. So, I've gone with George Edmondson. You probably won't have noticed, I don't know if I showed it, I don't know if I didn't, but for the first 2 goals, or for 2 of the goals against Lincoln, he made a tackle, and then the pass to start the move was from him, and we scored from it. And then in the Blackpool game, I think we were 1-0 up, he made a decisive block when there was a mistake from Fossey, which kept it at 1-0. and we eventually won that game. This is the first time a defender has won the award, and of course it's the man I was thinking of replacing, and I did obviously sign Charles Dunn, but this is what I've done. It's George Edmondson this week. Let's go and check the table now. Well, 14th looks a lot healthier than the 19th we ended in the last episode. We've got 9 games done now, 3 wins, 2 draws, 4 losses, a 0 goal difference and 11 points. Moving up, we can just see there that Ipswich are 6 points away from us. That's not too bad. And Sunderland are a good way ahead of us, unfortunately. If we keep this run that we're on going, we should be fine. And I don't see any reason why we won't eventually at least make it into the playoffs for a chance to go up. But we can't afford too many slips. Beating Blackpool was good because they're just up there in the playoff places. Well, they're not in it, but they're near it. So we needed the win and we got the win, which is great. So I will leave you looking at our table, our position, and who is around us. Thank you for watching this episode, lads. If you've enjoyed it, do drop a like. If you're enjoying everything at the moment that I'm doing, we're slowly making our way up. Please do subscribe. I would love to have you along for the rest of this series. And I will see you all in the next one.